happen.
Right. All right. Sammy's brain's gonna lose it if we don't let her say something.
Yeah, because I got something. You got her hand up.
You've been called. Yes, ma'am. You may speak.
Okay, so when that dude brought up the whole deficit thing where like Trump is freaking responsible for 20% of the 22 trillion, wait, I'm sorry, we're at like 25. What? Anyways, if he's only responsible for 23% of it, he's only responsible for $1 trillion out of that entire fucking amount. So, yep, boom. Sorry, just.
It's like basic math. It's like basic math helps them out. They forget that percentages are representative of a base and whole.
All right, Sammy, I'm gonna cycle you again because I got like 3 people in the queue.
And I mean, honestly, it's like leftism is a disease, like type 1 progressive democratism or something.
Did you see that they denied that shit again? 22-380.
They did?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Jesus.
Gonna go through. They're never going to let it go through because they're never going to let their crimes be shown.
They want to stay protected.
Hey, J-Biggs. Let's see here. Does J-Biggs have? Hey, J-Biggs, why don't you get in the box, bro? Why don't you come up and say something to our faces?
You gotta know people, J-Biggs.
I invited
Not
them.
going.
I'm here. What's up?
They always talk out the side of their neck whenever want to get in the box.
Amazing. What's that? Democrat or Republican?
Who's a Democrat? Okay.
I could always play devil's advocate and do my best to approximate and be a Democrat, but I don't think I'd survive the experience.
Hey, whole nether police, like, dude, take your shit down a notch.
I don't even know why you pay attention to these motherfuckers because they just running their fucking mouths over like.
And hey,
we got nothing else better to do but patrol.
Hog, I just wanted to clarify something. I wasn't coming at you in your live earlier. I was coming at the other 2 individuals that were in there. I wasn't coming at you. I wasn't being disrespectful to you in any way, shape, or form.
Oh, all right. See, that's why I don't like text messages because you can't tell from the text messages what's. You know what I mean? I got you. We good.
Cool.
We good. What's up?
I guess tonight is the merry night of trolls.
Right?
It's so much fun. I love them. I love all of my trolls. Guys, trolls down there talking all your shit. I love you.
We love it.
I think whole nother police is just upset that only 186 people like him.
The funny thing about it, here's the thing though, is that he keeps saying that we're maggots, right, and everything. The funny thing about maggots is that they only eat the infested and dead stuff and leave the healthy tissue behind. So I guess it's not such a bad thing to be a maggot. I mean, like it is helping healthier today, so it helps for healing. So
they're just chirping in the comments, though. That's the crazy part. Like,
I don't know if I want to come up here.
Oh, here we go. Here we go, love and life. Here we go.
So you guys do know that Fox News is fake news, right?
You do know that it's funny though because you do know that CNN is about to go bankrupt, right? Yeah, CNN has dropped to less than 400,000 viewers a day, bro.
Yeah,
but they're owned by the same people as Fox.
Yeah, I know that.
You know what? That actually explains a lot why a little bit more conservative stories coming out of CNN lately. To be honest with you,
right?
Because I've heard some surprising things coming from CNN over the last couple of months. I'm like, am I really listening to CNN? Makes sense. There's no way.
Well, that's the reason. That's the reason why they're turning a leaf is because they're about to go bankrupt. And the new guy is like, look, literally the only way to save us is to try to get back on the straight and narrow.
Yeah. Right. So hey, you guys in the queue, if you put in the comments, hold on, in the queue, if you're in the queue to get in the live, hold on a second, Loving Life.
To be real news.
Loving Life.
Hold on a
Stop
goddamn second. If you guys are in the queue to come up in the box, I need you to type in the comments if you're Democrat or Republican.
Yes.
All right, go ahead.
Biden's
Well, like, news is not supposed to be interesting. News is supposed to be news of what's really going on. It's not meant to be like put off like a WWF show or something.
And
You know what I mean?
Are you familiar? Are you familiar that the news is misleading as well?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. So watching the news does what for you?
Scared one. Ooh, all right. Night of Patriotism. I'm gonna drop you for a minute.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, let me up there.
I'll drop if you want.
No, you could stay here, boo.
Right, because all news is an opinion of the person that wrote the article, right? It's the way
Well,
they
then,
see
so
it.
what's facts and what's not then?
Nobody knows. Unless you were there, then you don't know. You're just taking somebody at their word. You're taking somebody's opinion of what they believe the story to be.
Sexist and racist and other trigger word. Nah, I was just scared to put Dem because I figured you wouldn't let me up. I love what you guys are doing.
I want the Democrats
I love what you guys are doing. I agree with what you guys are doing. I just want to show y'all some love because I see all the hates in the comments. I'm a combat vet, so of course I'm a conservative.
Thank you for your service,
question, though. Like this is a big question. Because I mean, I'm not against you guys at all. Like seriously, like I'm really not, dude. I'm just like,
We all need to have a conversation, man.
like it's really.
Yes, you are. You were in that other live calling me names. What are you talking about?
I was? No, I was
Yes,
saying
you
I was
were.
upset because you were.
You were calling me
just
out. No,
calling
no.
lies out. You were calling lies
What
out.
was your question, though? Because I'm actually gonna hop out real quick, but I'll stay here if you got a question for me.
No, my question was just: are you a Democrat or Republican, and explain why.
I'm guess like in the middle. No, not in the middle. I'm conservative. I believe in conservative values. I'm like, pro-life, pro-gun, all that stuff. I am just one that like believes that it's like red, blue, blue, red. Like really behind the scenes, they're all kind of on the same team anyway. Which is why I wasn't in support of Trump though, because I felt like Trump was different than the regular Republican and the whole party crap. I just don't trust career politicians. So I did vote for Trump though. So I guess it would make me a Republican. I'm gonna vote for him in 2024, but I'm usually on neither side.
Yeah, so I voted for Obama his first time around, and then I realized that was the stupid thing to do, but it was my first time ever voting. And I was like, let's do this. And then I realized the error of my ways, and I voted for Trump as well.
we can all also agree that both sides, far right and far left, are both fucking jacked
Both
up.
extremists, yes, man.
I mean, we can all agree to that.
I was a liberal actually for a very long time. I was born and raised in Philadelphia, which is very liberal. It's
I'm
just,
in New York. I get it.
Virginia.
Yes, it's just after growing, and I was a liberal even after the military. It's just growing up and constantly seeing that you vote Democrat and all the promises that they made during the campaign run never get fulfilled. You start to stop falling for the brainwashing, and that's how I ended up switching sides and then falling in the middle.
Everybody should be in the middle.
I could see it, but I also, for me, as I got older, it was more of the learning what my parents went through overseas, where they lived and how they grew up, and what the pleasures we have here and what our government has done. I mean, the hypocrisy is real. The shit that goes on here, we should be lucky. We should be kissing the fucking floor we walk on daily. Because the shit that goes, like, the country that I'm from, women are completely tortured. I mean, tortured beyond tortured. And I mean, women here, we have so much fucking leniency, and still we take advantage of it, and we take that, and we don't take that. Huh? What did you say, Harris?
No, that was me in the background.
We take.
What country are you from? Where is your family from?
I'm Albanian.
That's the country with the racist flag, right?
Shoot.
Right?
Yeah, right.
Remember that?
Girl, I remember that when the whole internet was coming for you, girl.
So
You're right.
here's what
You see the
pisses
army
me
I
off
had?
about Trump. Okay,
I
this
did.
is what really, really pisses me off about Trump. Okay, Well, here's the thing: is a lot of like say us, right? That well, me, I didn't support him at all, but you guys, right? You supported him, and a lot of people that went to the Capitol, right, already arrested and everything. And what is he doing to lift the finger to help them out for what while they're in there? You know what I mean?
Wait, I'm sorry. Say that again.
What? Can you?
For them being in there, what is he doing to support them being locked up in there? Like he, you know, all these
What would you want? Let me
them?
ask you if you agreed that these people went and did malicious things and committed crimes when Donald Trump never told them to do so. He said to go and march peacefully and patriotically and make your voices heard is what he said, and never have any of those words equated to be violent.
But no,
so
that's inaccurate though, because remember where he told even it was what's his name? I forgot his name, but anyways, he told him fight like hell, like Jim Jordan and all them.
So you can fight
so
like hell.
when Maxine Waters says you fight back, you push back against them, that isn't violent, but
right. I'm gonna.
You know how many times the word "fight" has been used, and my question is, what would you have him do? Why would Donald Trump be responsible for helping these people that went and broke the law?
If that's the case, then why are they calling him from prison and having his attorneys go in there and talk to them about what he did? They're sitting there locked up, and they're calling him as a witness.
Okay, but I'm gonna.
Let me ask you a question.
If he didn't say that, and that's not really true, then what he did, then why is he not going there and defending them?
Let me just ask one question. Why is it from the moment he stepped foot in the White House were they trying to impeach him? From the moment he stepped foot, not years in, from the moment he stepped in. Why is that? Can you give me an answer?
It was not the moment that he stepped in.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
He was withholding the aid from Ukraine, remember?
They hated him before, bro.
Hang on, real quick. Hang on.
Crying and making videos, crying, talking about the world is over and stuff like that. And whatever happened to all the celebrities who said they were moving out of the country when he was alive.
So I'm gonna make 2 points. Hang on, Love and Life. I'm gonna make 2 points. It's gonna blow your mind completely apart.
Like, what does that have to do with?
So hang on, Love and Life. Hang on, listen.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna make 2 points. It's gonna blow your mind completely apart. Okay, listen very carefully. Okay, on before Trump was even inaugurated, when Congress themselves was inaugurated in 2017. Okay, you had four Democrats stating that they were going to introduce articles of impeachment on the House floor. Before he was even inaugurated, before he even took the oath of office, they introduced articles of impeachment. Okay, so that's one thing. Now the second
and what
thing
was
is,
hang
on a second. The second thing now about January 6th. Okay, this is going to also blow your mind because the FBI during the case of Enrique Tarrio, the leader of the Proud Boys, right?
Hey, Chris,
the
can you hear everything okay?
During the case has in court openly admitted that the quote-unquote playbook that was used to indict Enrique Tarrio and bring these charges against him, this quote-unquote playbook was not only authored by the FBI themselves, it was given to
a paid informant
who then gave it to Enrique Tarrio through text messaging and
after
forensically proven that it was never even opened by Enrique Tarrio and never even disseminated to any of his people within the Proud Boys. Now they are filing for a complete dismissal of the case based on the grounds that the government lied, and it has now been by the judge considered entrapment. So please respond.
Now, wait a minute, but was this while Trump was in office or before? Like, was this while Obama was in office or something?
This was from January 6th, dude. What are you talking about?
Okay, January 6th, Trump was still president. Come on.
Wait, what?
What are you
talking about?
Which
January 6th,
I gave you.
Did you get what he? Okay, yeah.
Right. Okay. January 6th. The Enrique Tarrio thing was about January 6th, 2020. Okay. Right. the whole thing about them introducing articles of impeachment against Trump was 2017, dog.
Damn.
Well, I would actually buy that if it was like during Biden, Obama was in office.
I'm trying to get on here.
But I don't mind.
Fuck Obama, bro. Who cares about Obama, bro? We shouldn't even be mentioning his name.
What, Obama is the reason for everything we're having a problem with right now.
Yes,
the proof in the
Oh,
pudding.
good. Thank you for having me.
This
Bye.
ain't the fruit. This is the
All
proof in the
this
pudding.
happened while Trump
Obama
was in office.
admitted
So
to
hang on,
installing
this is
the
the proof
regime
of the
in
pudding.
Ukraine
That
right
when
now.
you
There's
give
the
them
one that's in
facts,
charge
their
right now.
brains
We did
melt.
that to
They
Obama.
all of a sudden they don't know what you're talking about. Their brains don't know how to process it, and they do not act. They do not ask appropriate questions in regards to the facts that you just gave them. This
I mean, I see
in
where
the
you're
pudding
going
right
with
there.
that.
They kind of do, Chris. Hey, what happened to my internet?
Hey, well, here's the
Oh.
thing: is the FBI was under Trump's administration.
Okay, I guess things will start fading out. Ooh, okay, I can talk still. But it was Obama admitted we went into Ukraine and installed the regime that's in there right now. Zelensky and them. We put them into power in Ukraine. Okay, why is this buffering? So everybody's putting down Trump for going down there and ordering Big Macs and sending these people water and feeding them food in Palestine today. And I'm not saying I'm 100% Trump. You know, he's done some dumb things too. But hey, it's making me hungry too, Chris. I want a Big Mac too, buddy. What is going on? Okay, I guess the stream's not going to pop back up. Oh wait, yes it is.
Me, it's just like,
Okay.
you know, there's not actual actual
Trump
literal,
went in there
like,
and told me, he
you
told
know
the
what I mean,
police, I know the
common
menu
sense,
better
No,
than you do.
no, you can't say like, you know what I mean, when you didn't even say anything.
No,
Do you
like,
see those
There's a
four
lot
letters?
coming ahead,
You
man.
see those
There's a lot
four
coming.
letters in democracy? That word demo, bro, means
And I keep
demon.
wondering
And
why.
there's like,
It also
it's-
means to demolish.
it's
I don't know,
literally
man.
through
There's a lot
the
going on in the
demonic
world in this.
bullshit. Like,
It's getting
people don't
scarier
even
and
know
scarier.
that like meanings of words, which is sad.
And these people
And-
So, I
arguing
mean,
about
you know, the Republican Party
versus
left a long time
Democrat
ago,
keeps
right?
you blind
So
from
real
all
To
of it.
actually become Democrats.
Real quick, before we go too far down the rabbit hole, I want
That's not rabbit hole. It's
to-
fine.
hang on. I want loving life to confront these, to respond appropriately to these two things, and I'll say them again one at a time. Okay, before Trump was ever even inaugurated as president, Democrats were introducing articles of impeachment against him. Please respond.
What's the reason for it? What was the reason for it?
They didn't give a reason. Two of the reasons were they were claiming Russian involvement in the election.
I'm at
And
Walmart.
one
I
of them
get some
was
Wi-Fi. McDonald's
because,
Wi-Fi let me down tonight.
because they claimed he was a traitor with no factual evidence to back it up. The other two just said high crimes and misdemeanors with no actual clauses given, no violations of actual law given.
I never seen that, but you know what? I'll actually look into that. But I
That's
do recall.
crazy. You've never seen that?
No. No,
that's
I have
crazy. Okay, so the
Honestly,
second
I don't
thing,
know
we're
about
gonna
that.
hang on. Okay, that's great. It should be public record. In the words of a liberal, Google it, bro. So the second fact is the second fact is
I Google that anyways. I mean, all the time.
Okay, great. The second fact is
I'm gonna tell AI to write me a live
the
stream.
Proud Boys leader Enrique Tarrio, in his trial in regards to January 6th, 2020, okay, 2021, in his trial for the quote unquote insurrection at the Capitol, he was accused of having the playbook for what the Proud Boys did, and he was accused of disseminating this amongst all the Proud Boys, and was the quote unquote leader of the insurrection. Okay,
but no one was charged with insurrection. Nobody
had a playbook.
Yes, that's what I said. Are you listening?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Nobody's been
I'll
charged
repeat
with
it again, just in
insurrection,
case you need to hear it for a fourth time. Enrique Tarrio had the playbook of how this was supposed to go down. Okay, this is the attached version of the FBI This was the exact words of the FBI that they used in order to arrest him and indict him and put him in jail. Okay. Now, the FBI during discovery and all that, his defense team filed a motion for discovery on the source of this quote unquote playbook. During this motion, the judge forced the FBI to answer as to where this playbook came from. They were then forced to admit that the FBI, not Enrique Tarrio, the FBI was the author of this playbook. They then gave this playbook to a paid informant. This paid informant then gave it to Enrique Tarrio through text messaging or through some electronic messaging on his phone. Enrique Tarrio never even looked at it. It was never even opened on his phone. It was never even sent to anybody that he knew. It was never even sent to anybody by him at all because he never even opened it. So how can the federal government sit here and make a claim against a citizen of the United States that they did used said playbook to commit an insurrection when the playbook itself was never even opened and the government themselves were the author of the playbook? That sounds an awful lot to me like, let's say entrapment.
Let me ask you something though. Before Trump was president, though, when did you see people actually marching up the Capitals with AR-16s and threatening
wait,
voters and all that stuff?
Okay, hang on one second. Okay, hang on one second. Can you give me the specifications of an AR-16?
I would love to hear it.
The rifle, you know?
No, I've never heard of an AR-16.
Me neither.
AR-15, I mean, I said them in.
Oh, okay. So can you specify how many AR-15s were found at January 6th? I'd love to hear this information.
I'm not talking about January 6th. I'm talking about beforehand.
So we're talking.
Do you know what an AR-15 is? Do you know what AR stands for?
No. He's deflecting. Don't let him deflect. He's deflecting, and do not let him deflect. We're talking about January 6th.
Regardless, though, like
no. Love and life.
All of Trump's supporters were there threatening all the poll workers there.
So,
Not only that, but Trump actually paid
This is a discussion, so it's got to go both ways.
Right, loving life. Can you tell me what poll workers were doing at January 6th?
The poll workers weren't at January 6th.
You just said we're talking about January 6th, and you just said they went in to intimidate the poll workers.
That's what you said.
Yeah, beforehand. Remember over there in Arizona?
No,
we're talking about what happened at the Capitol on January 6th.
You're lost. January 6th didn't happen in Arizona.
And it's pretty sexy.
You guys are lost. I'm going back to the beginning of everything.
Right. Listen, buddy. Listen. Hold on.
During Obama's presidency,
Love and life. Love and life. You brought up January 6th. You brought up what happened at the Capitol. You brought up the insurrection. And now that you're losing this argument that you're having up here with Kirk Brooks, you're changing the topic.
You're moving the goalpost. You're moving the goalpost and you're monologuing. Like, can you just answer it? Can I answer it? Move on.
Hey, can I enter the chat? This is my proof. We'll get back to that in just a second.
No, we're gonna bring up some more people. So that
right there was. Hang on, real quick. Hang on. So that right there was my proof in the pudding that liberals' minds melt down and they cannot respond appropriately when given facts.
Yep.
Go ahead, sir.
Yep, that's what happened. All right, go ahead, Liv, to be great.
Question. That was kind of like all over the place, and I was just wondering what the discussion topic was. Like, enter Democrat or Republican, but then it like took this whole.
So it wasn't all over the place. I was asking very specific, time-sensitive questions, and I'd asked him one question at a time because I saw that his brain wasn't comprehending what was going on, and so I asked him one specific question. And then he answered it, and then I asked another specific question. And when presented with facts, his mind melted down, and he couldn't respond appropriately. So he started going off into left field. We were trying to bring him back in, but he refused to come back in, and he was dancing around with the butterflies out in left field while we're sitting inside, doing it inside the park.
All right, calm down. Let's get back to the questions you were asking, and let's move forward.
instead of like lollygagging around something.
That's what I was gonna say. Like,
Live to be great. Are you a Democrat or Republican?
I vote Democrat, but I don't like.
They came out with a video today where cops were shoving people into the Capitol building, pushing them into there, and people got charged because they were inside, and the cops pushed them and forced them inside the Capitol.
Give me five reasons.
5 reasons why what?
Why you vote Democrat?
Why you vote Democrat, or why they're progressive, as you say?
I'm trying to get on this panel.
For me, as a, I don't know if y'all can tell by my voice, but I'm black, right? And I think that Black history is American history, and it should be taught. And then the assaults on that, I just feel like are wrong. I think that, and not everywhere. I think that, like, for example, Marjorie Taylor Greene yesterday. Like, we can have discourse. Like, I am all for conversation. Like, that's why I'm on here. Like, to me, it doesn't matter. Republican, Democrat, left, right. Everybody has one vote.
People, right?
Country. We're all people, right? And if we have opposing views, we can get into a very tantalizing debate and present facts, and we can do all that, right? That's good, right? Because having a conversation around a topic, I'm hoping that it would get to a solution, and we can find some common ground, right?
Of course.
And so, like, I think that, like, and that being said, I think that, like, capitalism has to have a socialist piece, but we can't have all socialism. It has to be balanced, right? Like, they can't have all Republicans and no Democrats. You can't have all Democrats and no Republicans. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right. But Democrats are the ones that don't want this conversation to happen.
And so here's the thing. I told you, I'm a leftist. I criticize the milquetoast culture of the Democratic Party and the Republican Party, right? And for me, there are individuals that kind of just ruin it for me, right? They're individuals that, like Marjorie Taylor Greene. Now, I will pose that she speaks for a very small percentage of the Republican Party. But yesterday she called for a divorce.
Real quick, for real, someone needs to get rid of Mugen. He's telling a veteran to unalive himself.
And
like,
can we respect
some moderators need to do something about that.
But like Marjorie Taylor Greene called for a divorce of red and blue states yesterday. Like, to me,
that's been called for on both sides for like 70 years.
No, this is my thing. The way I've never heard that from a Democrat. And if I heard that from a Democrat, I would have the same critique. I just haven't heard it, right? But the first time I heard it from a sitting congresswoman was yesterday, and she tweeted it. And for me, like, regardless of whether we left, right, Republican, Democrat, can we all agree in the Constitution in one country?
The vast majority of Democrats called for national divorce after Trump was elected.
So here's my thing about that. Here's my thing about Trump, right? Like, here's the thing. I, as an African American studies major and master, among one of my degrees, Trump, though he may have had the verbiage to, how can I say, pacify some of his narratives, he was very triggering for a lot of marginalized groups. And, for example, a call to be harder on crime, or like to talk about black on black crime. Like, you can't talk to me about black on black crime unless we first have a conversation about the economics, right? Or the Muslim ban, or the building a wall. Now, we can agree
Muslim ban was a lie.
So.
Hey, Brian Turner, I'm gonna rotate you, babe. You can come back in the queue if you want to come back up.
I haven't even said anything yet.
I know.
I'll let bro talk.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and go out. Brian hasn't had a chance to talk.
Okay, cool. I got a bunch of people waiting.
Yeah, MJ's waiting.
All right.
So what I was gonna say is that, much like the last gentleman, like I'll never will say I'm left or right. Typically, I think to have a good perspective, you kind of have to be somewhere down the middle. So there's some things about the left I agree. There's some things about the right I agree. But I can tell you from somebody that criticizes both sides, what I've noticed more more notice often than not, especially when it comes to Trump. So first reason why I don't like him, because I don't feel like he's qualified. Backstory, I'm a veteran, so foreign policy is very big to me. And any president that doesn't understand foreign policy would never really get my vote. So that's the first thing.
Hey, can you elaborate on that just a little bit as to why you don't think he was good when it came to foreign
90%
policy?
Americans don't.
Because I think just like a lot of
understand foreign
presidents,
policy.
they have a lot of biases when it comes to corporations in these communistic countries, China, Russia, and I feel like that leaves them open to be exposed for, what's the right word I'm trying to use? This just leaves them open to be exposed. So that's why. That's corruption.
Well,
That's why.
I just want to respond to that in one way. Like, if you compare, you have where Trump was going around shaking hands with all the leaders of the world, right? Because we don't want war, but now we have an administration that's funding wars in other countries. That's potentially dangerous to America.
But
In which way do you mean that? Because when you're shaking hands with authoritarians or people that are like holding down their country as a whole, like, you think that's good?
Well, what I can
giving
say,
them justification?
Well, what I can say, if that's the case, again, I've served. The last 2 wars have been started by Republicans. If that was an issue to the right, my personal opinion, then the last 2 Bushes wouldn't have started a war.
Right.
If that was it.
Agree.
All right. Right. So
Yeah, I don't like Bushes either.
That's my argument point. But the bigger thing is I have yet to see staunch Trump supporters come out to criticize him.
At all.
I tell people, this is what I tell people, I deal with honesty, right? So if you tell me there is nothing he can do wrong and I would still vote for him, I'll respect that a lot more. But when people act like he has done nothing wrong and the first thing they go to is what the left has done, that's where I lose interest. Because I don't mind voting Republican, but my honest issue is I think they can have better qualified candidates to put up. That's basically what I'm saying. If Trump,
I feel the same way. Like, Democrats as a whole, at least we hold our people accountable and we remove them from office, and we say, if Biden did something wrong, who cares about Hunter? Hunter has never been a public servant, so I'm not sure why Republicans are chasing that coattail. He's never served as a civil servant. So who cares about him? No, I support change and progress and acceptance and human rights. All of it. I accept human rights is what I am for.
You want to let MJ get a word in here too.
That you guys can have a better option. I feel like you guys can find a better option.
I agree.
That's all I'm saying. If Trump is your best option, then that's the issue.
If DeSantis is your best option, that's an issue too.
So, but so how is Biden not how is Biden a good option? That's what I want to know.
Is Biden your best option?
See, but
he's not our best option, but he has done a great job.
What has he done great? Please explain.
Are you serious if you don't honestly know?
Girl, Dawn,
you don't think the PACT Act?
Years.
Okay,
he's had 50 years, honey. And in 50 years.
And in the last 2 years, he's done more than any other president. So do you want to know? He's done the PACT Act, the Infrastructure Act, the Build Back Better. You
know what's in all of that?
Inflation
reduction. The United States is getting more work. He's brought business back to this country. He has raised wages for most Americans. He has brought children out of poverty.
What? Tell me where Biden raised wages. Because the federal minimum wage has not changed.
What fairy tale is this?
That's actually false.
MJ, can we get MJ to talk? Can we get MJ to talk because I'm waiting?
It's still $7.25 in the state of Indiana.
That's state. That's not federal.
Right. So
when you work a federal job, the federal wages
it goes up. It goes up every year.
Gone up.
Yeah, they get a cost of living increase every year.
And
Yeah.
so when you work a federal job, which would be the infrastructure deals, the PACT Act, those things are federal funded jobs.
That's great. That's great to get a 3% raise every year. But
Okay,
when
but
your inflation, hold on,
aren't
when
you
your
guys per
inflation is
state only?
14% on
Your
just
state isn't raising
Ma'am,
your
can you let him finish his
minimum
sentence back
wages.
to you, please?
it's great to get a 3 to 5% raise every year, but when your inflation is 14% just on your basic utilities for your house, your energy costs, your water bill, your electric, everything, when you have that, groceries are at 9 to 14%. That 5% is nothing. Okay?
And Biden has at least started something that you can't tell me a Republican that has pushed for this ever. So
What's that?
please do tell me when Trump was pushing
What does he push for?
higher minimum wages.
No, but okay, I understand, and I'm not going to sit here and say that Trump was perfect. All right, I am not gonna. That's
Okay, a Republican that pushed for higher minimum
Hold
wages.
on. Let me finish. Let me finish. I want to
Just
kind
a
of address.
Republican. All
Ma'am,
I'm asking
if you
is
interrupt
a
him again,
Republican.
ma'am, if you interrupt him again, I'm going to drop you from the box.
See, so here's the issue that we have. When Trump was in office, all right, and I'm going to address Brian first. This Brian, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Brian, you brought up a good point. Again, I appreciate your service, everything you've done for this country, the sacrifices that you put forth. Thank you. I will say this. You got to understand that a president's number one job, their first job, is to secure the United States, is to make sure that our borders are protected, to make sure that we are protected. Okay, that's job number one. Now, y'all brought up a point about Trump going and shaking hands with some crazy leader or whatever. That's what leaders do. Okay, I don't care who the president was. If it would have been Obama and he would have gone to the demilitarized zone, he would have shaken the dude's hand. He's not going to go up there and slap him or, pull a Will Smith and all that. He would have shaken his hand. Okay, we have to understand that when Trump was in office, nobody screwed with us. He put things in place to keep people in check. Okay, he went to NATO. He called NATO out. He threatened to leave NATO. You said he was a businessman, and he was a businessman. He did it. He didn't
Chris,
operate normally.
Yes, drop me time.
He didn't operate in the normal realm that these political figures have been doing for years. He looked at it as a business, and he operated it that way. Look at what he did with NATO. He went in, he threatened to pull out. What happened? Right after he made that announcement, guess what? Every single one of them increased their spending in NATO. Every single one except for Greece. That was the only country that didn't. They actually increased their equipment spending into NATO. So that was good for us. All right. He put everybody on notice. Kim Jong-un was firing missiles all over the place, test firing shit left and right. What did Trump do? Trump went and dropped a mother of all bombs just to show that we had it, and then showed up at the man's doorstep. And guess what? The dude came out, shook his hand, and invited him in. What happened after Trump left? Did we hear anything else about North Korea firing missiles? Nope. That came to a halt. Russia's been talking about invading Ukraine for years. What does Trump do? Places sanctions on his Nord Stream 2 pipeline. Place sanctions. Go ahead.
Can I just make one comment?
Yeah. No, go
North
ahead.
Korea sent tried a test for an 2 days after Trump left. After telling Trump he wasn't going to do that. 2 days after he left. So
were they relevant? Let's be real. Were they relevant after Trump went to?
But did you just say he hasn't fired anything since Trump left?
We didn't hear about. We did not.
2 days after he left.
Hold on, but we didn't hear about them firing missiles like they were. No, they were still going to do testing.
What do you mean, like they were?
They were testing missiles.
2 days after, when Trump walked away and said he made. Okay,
I'll give you that. But was
what
there
you
any
just
threat
said
there
was
from him?
false, right?
Was there any threat there from him?
You just said to us all
I just told
he
you,
did not do anything after Trump left.
Do you understand that is not a point of contention of mine? I just told you.
It is a point of contention of mine is because you guys turn the narrative, but when it's proven to you, you just want to smooth over it.
Okay, well then why don't you fact check this then, man? Hang on, real quick. Why don't you fact check this? Your president that you have right now that you think is so great.
I don't think he's great.
Hold on. Just stop. Can you? I mean, put your lips together and don't make a noise. Is that hard? Just try that for just 1 second. Your president went and released sanctions on the Nord Stream 2 pipeline, which directly allowed Russia to invade Ukraine. Zelensky actually called into the Senate and said that this right here will put Russian tanks in Kyiv if you do not keep these sanctions in place. Poland then turned around and called and said, this is the last chance to keep Russia from invading Ukraine. Guess what? They were both right. Then your president turned around and made Russia our intermediary in nuclear talks with Iran. Tell me how stupid that is.
As the host, I just want to address her because that's why my live paused for just a second. I went over and looked up what she says, and the articles are saying that's not true. It's saying that North Korea launched their first test missiles in March of 21, which long after 2 days after Trump left office.
Okay.
Hey, can I ask?
I'd like to pose a couple of things for MJ. One, I'm going to just tell you why. One of the many reasons I just didn't like Trump didn't have my vote, right?
Yeah.
I didn't. I voted Hillary the first time, and then the second time, like I said, like I look at both sides, right? And so the second time around, I noticed that when Trump had the situation with the tax code, which, it gave benefits to lower middle class and it gave a lot of benefits to the upper corporations and businesses and all of those rich folks, right? Mm-hmm. My thing about that was that the tax breaks that the regular people like me and you got expiration dates. And my thing is like America doesn't operate with like people like me and you. So, like, that really just turned me off because it's like, we need to start doing things for the American people, right? We live in the greatest nation ever. And that's just one of my critiques in regards to him. But I actually have a question for you.
Yeah, go ahead. I want to come back to that, though, because I've got something I want to mention to you about that. So remind me about the taxes, all right?
Okay. And then my question for you is this, like, with the state of the current Republican Party, right? Like, you have Marjorie Taylor Greene, she's something, right?
Yeah.
But then you also have but then you have Ron DeSantis, who's looking to potentially pitch his presidential bid, right? And from what I've seen, he's a favorite for the Republican Party in the primary, right? As, somebody that supports the Republican Party, and you support Donald Trump as well, right?
I voted for him. I voted for him, yeah.
So when it comes to like the primaries, like if it came down to, hey, because I don't see Trump backing. Trump has never been one to back down, right? So even if he's not the one for the primary for the Republican Party, he still may run as independent, right? How do you feel that's going to impact the Republican Party? Because it'll essentially like split the vote, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I think it would split. I think if Trump runs as an independent, it's going to split things up. I think if Trump runs as a Republican, it's still going to split things up. That's just my personal opinion.
So how is that good? Like at the end of the day, it's about securing power in our government, right? So for the future of the Republican Party, and this does not count for the Marjorie Taylor Greene. I'm talking about sensible Republicans like you and people on this call, right? How does that benefit the Republican Party?
Personally, my opinion, if it were up to me and it were my choice, I would not have Donald Trump run. That's just me personally. And it's not because I don't think he could do a good job, because I think he could. I think he would do a great job. It's simply because of the amount of mud that has been thrown his way for the last, 6 years?
Too many people hate him.
Yeah, from the day he entered office to now.
He got some indictments coming, don't he? Did that happen?
They've been claiming that for 6 years too. I mean,
there's no such
I thought I
thing
read
as coming
something
in
about
that.
Georgia, but I don't know.
I did read something about Georgia where they said there was no guilty action seen by him.
Yeah, there's no such thing as a coming indictment. It doesn't work like that.
Yeah, they can investigate all day long.
Either is it or it is or it isn't.
But here's the thing: you said that one of the turning points was the whole deal for you. One of the deal breakers was the whole tax thing because he gave the corporations the tax breaks, but our tax breaks expired. And understand that when it comes to the general public, our tax breaks always expire. I mean, we're on a scale when it comes to what we make. Every bracket received a tax break. The 1% down, and the middle class and the lower class actually saw the majority of the tax break when it came to those things. But do you also understand that the Inflation Reduction Act that Joe Biden and the Democrats just passed, it takes the minimum corporate tax rate, which you have an issue with because it's at 21%. That tax break that Trump gave was a 21% minimum, right? Everybody has an issue about that, but yet they don't say anything about this Inflation Reduction Act where it takes the corporate minimum tax rate and it drops it from 21% down to 15%. So how exactly is that making the top 1% pay their fair share?
I need to back up on me. So explain that one more time because I missed it.
So the corporate,
you were comparing the Trump tax rate that had an expiration date for working class people, right?
That's for everybody. That's for all individuals.
But then the corporations had tax breaks that, and my issue was the expiration date. And then you were talking about, what I lost it was when you started talking about the Inflation Reduction Act. It kind of like cut out and I didn't hear you.
Okay, so what Trump did is he gave the corporations their tax break, which took them down to a minimum 21%. Okay, that's what the corporations were paying. That's the minimum corporate tax rate. The Inflation Reduction Act that Joe Biden and the Democrats just passed, because again, they push this whole narrative of we're going to make these individuals and these corporations pay their fair share. The Inflation Reduction Act takes their corporate tax rate from a 21% minimum down to a 15%. So they're getting a 6% tax cut.
My other issue, and I didn't know that about the Inflation Reduction Act. I'm gonna have to do some research on that. My other issue though was his taxes, because and I don't even know if these are true because you know how you can't trust the media, but they were talking about he paid $750 in federal taxes or something like that.
Do you know how negative income works? When you pay out more than you bring in. So his tax returns were released and there was nothing there that was chargeable or even suspicious. It was a big nothing burger, to be specific. His charges, his taxes were released, and it turns out that more went out than what he had come in, which is why he only had to pay such a small amount of taxes.
Come on. Yeah, people don't really realize how these politicians will say, tax the rich, tax the rich. Well, let's say tomorrow, I start a business and then next year I sell it for, say $100 million, right? And I turn around.
By a moderator.
I'm looking at you and you're not muted.
Oh. Is it breaking up again?
So can I say
share
something?
with us that court case?
What?
I can look it up. I can look it up.
Yeah, I guess TikTok's acting up.
Just really quick, I was just going to say this about the taxes. Do you know that for most Americans, the lower income households receive more tax benefits than anyone? And if anything, the lower income households don't pay anything in taxes due to earned income credit. The two biggest tax breaks that they get are earned income credit and the child tax credit.
I thought like 60% of Americans pay taxes.
$30,000 a year.
Ma'am, you're not going to get away with cutting that one off.
Hey, excuse me. I don't care if you think you're the loudest. I'm louder. So just shush for a moment.
That's what
Thank you. Okay, just be quiet for a minute. Thanks.
Do 60% of Americans like pay taxes? Is that a thing?
So when you think about it, okay, so you're lower. So everyone pays taxes, okay, because you have your sales tax, you have property tax, Everybody pays taxes. No matter how you slice it, you're going to pay taxes. As far as when you, like the everyday average American that works, when you do your W-4, you can either claim all your exemptions during the year, or you can claim no exemptions, have higher taxes taken out. Then when you file your tax return, depending on the credits you have, the income that you have, and then your tax liability, that's going to determine how much you owe in taxes. So then that's why most Americans get a tax return. Because you benefit from those tax breaks. So the higher your income household is, you can enjoy greater benefits in terms of the dollar amount, because that comes from your major income. And then if you have a business, then you have payroll tax expenditures. So like at least 20% of households receive about half of the benefit of the major tax expenditures. So
how does that benefit me?
Yeah, so basically, this I'll tell you this: the more money you make, the less you want to pay in taxes. You have to take advantage of the tax code.
Yeah,
because that's how you generate more money. More money is not paying taxes.
When Trump ran for president, he literally said, "I know the system is flawed because I use it." So the tax systems in place before he even became president were flawed.
Right.
I would agree with that. No, what I'm saying is like, as we look forward, like how can we get things to benefit the working class people? Because if I'm not making
do you know what I have any decorum? Because he's asking me a question. You have no clue what you're talking about. I've been up here for 2 minutes and you still haven't answered a question intelligently. So just be quiet. Jesus. You can say, I don't give a flying crap. No, you're ignorant. You talked over people.
Man. Okay, I have another question for understanding, right? So the more money you said, the more money you make, the less you pay in taxes, right? So now can you
possibly not necessarily. So so higher income households, you can enjoy greater benefits in terms of the dollar amounts because of your major income. So you're going to take advantage of more. You have a little bit more of an array of tax breaks on that end, because what you're trying to do is lower your tax liability.
Okay.
Hey, can I ask some questions?
You get what I'm saying?
Think about it this way. You have the ability to, if you make a certain amount, you have the ability to take and defer a portion.
Right.
I think it's up to like $54,000 a year or whatever that you can put into a retirement account or a whole life policy, an IRA, a SEP, whatever. You can take all that out and put it into that account and defer the taxes on that as long as you leave it there. Now, if you withdraw it, you're going to have to pay a penalty on it and then pay the taxes on it as earned income. But you can defer that, and if you keep it in there until you're 62, I think it is, or 63, then it's non-taxable money. I mean, and that's what all these people do. I mean, I max mine out every year. I put in like $56,000 every year into that account, and I don't pay taxes on that $50-something thousand every year.
Can I ask a couple questions?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. So the first question, and I don't want me to seem like a dumb question, but how many bankruptcies has Trump filed for? And if that's
you mean
like
a company or personally?
In his company that he's associated with.
I don't know.
Well, he's associated with a lot of companies, so that would be hard to answer.
Okay, so that actually goes into my question, because I think we would answer the same question. So we said this is the idea that Trump is a great businessman, right? But he paid less in taxes because he had more money go out, meaning he took a loss, than he had money coming in. So like,
not
why
necessarily.
So how does that explain that to me? Because I don't understand.
So if you reinvest money, so let's just say that you own ABC Plumbing, right? And you bring in $100,000. That's not all profit, okay? If you take and pay yourself and you keep it all, that is all profit. You're going to have to pay taxes on all 100,000 of that money. If you reinvest that money in your company, let's just say 80,000, and you can show that you reinvested 80,000 of that money into your company, then you're not going to have to pay income tax on but 20,000. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So you have the ability to do certain things within the money that you bring in so that you don't have to pay income tax on it. I mean, everybody, Elon Musk is a great example. Everybody said, well, he didn't pay any income tax for the year, I think it was 2020. Well, no shit, because 2019 he overpaid so much that it actually covered what his bill was in 2020. So, I mean,
Yeah.
it goes both ways.
Can I ask a question?
So he did it.
I'm sorry. I don't understand why is it that all of you guys stand up for all these rich people?
Because we're rich.
Because you're rich, yes. Then that means it benefits you, right? Is that what it is? I mean, there's a reason.
I was fucking joking, my guy.
All right, my bad.
I mean, I'm pretty well off, but I'm not rich.
What I am saying is that why don't we have?
Yeah, I don't think rich people are sitting around on TikTok debating politics. I get a kick out of this every night. And I try to get on these panels sometimes. When you get on a Snowflakes panel, it's a whole lot worse. It's, oh my gosh, it's a migraine. Why is it buffering? Stop buffering.
File bank.
No. Okay. Walmart Wi-Fi is acting up on me. Okay. Come on, Walmart. I was going to finish the topic here a second ago. If you're rich, and they say we're tax the rich. Well, let's say I start a company and in a year from now I sell that company for $100 million, and the IRS takes the 30%. I get $70 million, and walk away. I'm rich, right? I'm rich, right? I got $70 million. How? I got $70 million and sitting in the bank. Why? How do you tax somebody that's got money sitting in their bank? How? I mean, it's just tax the rich. They say tax the rich. But if somebody's rich and they got money sitting in the bank, what does that mean? What? I mean, I can understand if they're constantly running businesses and stuff and this and that, but I don't know. It's a tasty freeze. Man, I'm getting concerned about Walmart, man. I've been getting a lot of articles all over the place about their theft system. This one was like, they got scanners that can scan and see through your wallet and see your ID. Wait, it can see through my clothes and my wallet, but it can make out what's on my ID, see my identity. What? It can see through everything else but an ID? That don't make no sense. And I keep getting these articles about these new anti-theft systems that Walmart is putting in, and I'm like, are they paying for these articles to be put out? All of it, what? I don't understand, because Walmart, the CEO came out the other day and said he was tired of the thievery. Okay, what's this?
Chief.
Oh, Caso.
Do a convention of the states. Make a quick little amendment saying, hey, we're going to lower the age to like 30.
What is she doing? The real cosmopolitan.
I see you at the bell in 3 years. It's all right. I'll take a little break. What the fuck is this? So I'm just saying, yeah, I don't want to go to work. I don't want to be president. So I'm just trying to educate y'all so we can get this together.
She went to college in South Africa and England and the United States, I believe, in political sciences. And I try to catch her live streams.
You don't want me. It's okay. Ain't nobody want me. I don't care. You ain't telling me nothing new.
But she reaction trolls too much. But she's smart how she handles
it. Hell? No. So with that being said, to the crazy people that's currently abandoning me, talking about I'd vote for you. Yeah, snitch. Snitch. Don't do that. I wish everybody would love me. So it's okay. It's okay. So with that being said, it's okay. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. With that being said,
What are you talking about tonight? She's been discussing preparedness and the times
Russia's
we're
going to take
in.
that as an insult because we've been insulting Russia since last year at this time. We've actually been insulting Russia since the 60s, but then we got really good at it in the 90s under Bush and Clinton, and then we got really, really good at it under Obama. So this is personal. So let me just explain. Russia doesn't have to deploy their NWs. North Korea will.
Wow.
North Korea deployed an intercontinental ballistic missile on July 4th of 2017. Imagine that. That's a joke. That's a joke. That's disrespectful. That's the most disrespectful shit I've ever heard a day in my life. But they deployed it in the direction of Hawaii, aloha. And I don't know if everybody knows, but it sounded off the alarm. The evacuation alarm. Yeah.
Once they said
Go ahead and look at it if you need to confirm it. He did another one in November too. He was.
I remember that. Remember that. Okay.
It ain't
Come on,
right.
Wi-Fi.
Don't you projecting this bitch tonight?
Y'all know when Pearl Harbor happened,
Hey, you can keep it
Hawaii
to
wasn't
yourself.
even
I
a
don't
state.
have the means. I don't. I'm coming to you in good faith, okay? So I didn't know if everybody was on the same page. Sure enough. Somebody said, why didn't we hear? Everybody heard. Yeah, everybody heard. So I just brought it to you. Hold on, I want to talk about it. Fam, I just brought it to you. So what you mean nobody heard? I'm just asking. Somebody said we are on our own. What the hell do you think happened in order for the American Revolution to happen? If you don't take your chest and drop your shoulders and put your head high, tuck your chin under, keep your head up, I will not fuck with you. Okay? Let me be very clear. I like to make dumb decisions.
He's huge. He's mad.
Okay, come on.
Oh wow. My last one that I had a male. His name was Bruce, and we had to end up putting him down.
What's going on? Okay, I had to do that. I'm sorry, my damn Wi-Fi turned it off, and that messed everything up. Did y'all know that Pearl Harbor was not a state?
It literally says United Thug Life. Every single one of y'all have a different history, a different value, a different culture. Like you got Mardi Gras in Louisiana, you got Austin, Texas.
They are.
Christie, you got golfers coming from El Paso, you got California all the way damn near from Oakland, and you hop skip it all the way to Santa Cruz with its own vibe over there. But then you got, Thug Life, San Diego, and everything in between. Hop skip it bop over to Connecticut, you got little Weehigh. Then you got Thug Life Buckley High School. Stop playing. Hartford, it's clearly called Homicide Hartford. Stop playing. Like, no, like literally, nah. Some of these areas, you gotta watch them, bro. So yeah, they literally got Thug Life in each city. Remember, gangs used to be in place so that they protected their neighborhoods, not in place to steal or all that other shit that they say, because they be lying. I was looking for my chapstick. Yeah. They be lying. They be wanting you to think that gangs are bad so they can go against them. But actually, gangs were put in place to protect people. I feel it's getting pretty bad. So yeah, you heard her. Yeah. So for anybody who's coming in right quick, there was people in here saying that Putin was done, and we just went over a quick history lesson of why you don't mess with a man that currently built a country, especially a country of that size. I mean, let's just be very clear. It took Daddy Joe Biden almost like 30 years to even get a position in the White House. Sorry.
Yeah, after it paid off the Italians to hack your
I'm just kidding. My bad. Hey, but that's protected under my First Amendment, so don't even come with me, okay? My bad. I apologize. Oh yeah, I'm definitely tired. What?
Come on, sit some back.
Wait, hold on. I got you. Sorry. You people worry and talk about this shit too much, like any of you are going to stop it.
Man, here she go. She's about to drop some truth bombs.
Next time, try this sentence, right? Si tú necesitas, nosotros debemos practicar y cada día, okay? Tú necesitas traer este. I'm currently scared of the situation. That's why I'm currently sitting in silence on this page of education that currently takes the opportunity to provide solutions. But I can't seem to get past my projections because currently, right now, mi cabeza es muy pequeño. So right now, I'm just going to project. If you try that sentence right now, we might have a little bit of sympathy, just a wee bit, just a little bit. But two things, baby, two things. I love it when you quiet ones come out the shadows enough to tell me what we're talking about on that goddamn part. Excuse me, Lord. But the second part, my love, pardon me, Christians, I apologize. I apologize for that slippity dip. On the second part, sweetheart, we don't claim that energy. The reason why we openly and freely talk about this without sitting here yelling or crying or anything in between, in this page specifically that you know talks about politics and history, that's why you're currently hiding in the shadows. Maybe I need to pull your tarot cards, huh? You're there. I didn't know if you knew. Like, it's okay. It's no worries. Nobody's mad at you. Yeah. Vibe it out. Love and light. Kapowie. All right. Didn't know if everybody was on the same page. Ooh. So much love. That was good. That was good for positivity, right? I'm coming in hot. Coming in hot. Coming in hot. Ooh. Yeah. Yep. Gotta practice. I feel like that was a good practice. That was a good one, right? That was good. That was not mean. Yeah. Articulate. So I just didn't know if everybody should be on the same page. Somebody said, how do we shut down the elite group by becoming the elite? The hell? Hear that twice. You said, how do we shut down the elite group? By becoming the elite. And we teach you how to do just that. Show enough.
Let's talk some stuff, man.
Somebody said, we are the elite. We on our way, definitely. If I think it, I can do it. If I do it, I am it. You are correct. You gotta do it now. So yes, you can only destroy from the inside. Now hold up, I didn't say anything about destroying.
That is her theory.
Perfecting.
I like that.
Be really good. Michael Burry just tweeted House Market. What did my future husband say? Because Michael Burry be making. Yep. I need to know what my future husband said. Just wait. Cannot wait. He doesn't even know my name, but that's okay. Okay. Buy low, sell high. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Not you predicting the market crash, my boy. Not what?
Right. Sometimes these guys on Twitter even telling the market's about to crash by what they tweet.
Okay. Okay. So, man, I probably should make a Twitter, but I don't like Twitters. Yeah. All right. You know what that means, right? He's saying there's no more interest rate hikes. Damn, I wonder how much money is left in the market. Ooh, it's time to move. It's time to move that money. It's time to move that money, bro. Okay, it's time to move that. Okay, oh my God. Yeah, remember when I say buy low, sell high? So you sell high if you think it's about to drop. Because if you sell it low, that means it's undervalued. Makes sense? Put a confirm in the comment section.
Yeah. Powell only said 50 basis points for the rest of the year.
Somebody said, you need to stop telling him all your secrets over there. Yeah. So the other thing is, I'm about to tell you some breaking news that has never been reported anywhere else. But I'm about to get the video because he does these things for me. And I love you guys, by the way. I have to tell you this, so I need you to just be on the same page. I don't know if it's probably not gonna be big enough to hit the news, but it's very important to me.
What's up? What's going on? Breaking news.
I was just on a live with Mark Kamen, and if you know Mark does some of my short videos. He listens in on my lives. Sometimes he pops in here, 110%, and he is a pilot. I'm not going to tell you for which airlines, but he is a pilot. Mark was on a flight to Miami or Tampa, Florida, and the throttle of his plane malfunctioned on live. And he announced it to, oh my God, I'm about to get teary-eyed. He announced it to the flight. Sorry, guys, we're currently having a malfunction on this flight. We had to reroute around. Because there were only 4 people and Kaz just happened to be on that fucking live. So I'm going to get the video with his permission, but let me be very fucking clear. I think I almost just watched a fucking train derailment, a plane derailment, okay? Literally. He was on the speaker, I kid you not, saying, the throttle is doing its own thing, it can't stop, so I'm not gonna land it currently right now. And took a detour. I'm telling you right now. Bro. Wait a minute. TikTok records all the videos. That's how I'm able to upload all of these lives on Patreon. Can we put a confirm in the comment section? So to the people in the comment section that are saying stop gifting, thank you so much, and I appreciate you. I appreciate you to the moon and back to me. But yeah, so, and y'all know cars don't lie. So there's 2 things that are gonna happen right now. either the airline's going to come out and let people know because somebody's going to go to the news and say, we had a malfunction, or I'm about to steal the video and
Steal the video. Steal the video.
But yeah, swear you can go to Mark Kamen's page right now, verify it. But I think he's the most. I love that guy. But he is 110% a pilot and everything in between. But and I'm gonna just let Patreon know. I'm gonna tell you what airline it was. Cause fuck, you know what? Excuse me. What time is it? I'm about to go into the 3 a.m. squad. Hold the hell on. Cause you just reminded me. Hey fam, is anywhere here? I have a secret, and I must spill it. Maple. He says. Hey, hold on. Yeah, that's what I said. Trust me. Trust me. Trust me. That's what I said. Oh, I'm with you. I'm with you. Okay. I'm with you. Yeah. Yeah, somebody else to do it. Somebody said, what do you think it was? Baby, when I say I really wish I could tell you, because I think it would give me some comfort, but I think what'll give me more comfort right now is knowing that you and I are safe. I have no idea currently right now. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the whole thing was live on TikTok. Yeah. He streamed it. The whole flight. Swear. I'm in disbelief. Yeah. Yeah. We don't have to worry about 110% what it was. We just need to worry about next steps, right? If we concern ourselves with things that we can't seem to comprehend, we won't be able to really grasp the meaning of what we're supposed to do next. His TikTok is Mark Kamen. Mark, M-A-R-K, Kamen. C-A-Y-M-A-N, Kamen. Mark Kamen. Hey, Annie.
Okay, they're saying that.
I didn't hear about that. Wow, I didn't hear about that. I'm sorry. Wow, that's crazy.
All the people had to go to Ohio for the environmental disaster.
We won't even entertain Stephanie Calvo. No me jodas, no me jodas. So yeah, I just wanted to let people know that about the flight. So ooh, that's not what he flies, but do me a favor, I'm gonna block you for trying to air him out. Like a puta. Yeah, do me a favor. Whatever airlines that he does end up flying, don't air out his stuff. If you ever want to be a part of my community, and I find out that you have a hard time keeping a secret, not only are we gonna block and ban you, but I'm gonna air it out to everybody on TikTok. Just letting you know that yesterday. Just saying. Because at this point in time, if you ever want to be on our team or you ever want to be a part of the Americans, there will be no liabilities. I can promise you on that. I will snitch. All right now. about to look up what Michael Burry said.
Just
But y'all
environmental workers, they were heading
I should be downtown living on the way to you. Dude, I love. Oh. Interesting. Very interesting. Funny to find that Michael's Burry #1 investment is the prison system.
Oh, wow.
I wonder who said that. Where did he post this shit in his school?
Revolving door prison system.
Girl, what you just post? Gosh, I love my 3 a.m. squad. They be coming in hot on this Discord. Oh, God.
What?
Whoa.
How do I get the Discord?
Whoa. Now that's sus. You know what? Y'all, I think I'm about to work. Yeah, I think I'm about to post the news.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy. Yeah, I think I'm about to post the news so I don't have to wake up early tomorrow. I think we're about to do the news right. Because obviously there's some shit going on. And it doesn't need to wait. What a time to be alive. You are the best. Everybody say thank you, Maples, because she just passed me this article real quick. Alright, let's get this going. Let's post the news. Let's post the news.
How do I?
Okay, today is the 23rd. Way out over here. Hold on. I'm gonna have to get some catfish. I'm about to go and run this morning, so I don't even feel bad about eating catfish. So, and I had a salad for dinner, so I don't feel bad. You're not gonna go trip me. Sure enough. Where is that article? Who is it that got you? Oh, yes, to changing your opinion on me. Can someone tell me what Maple said, please? Maple sent me a link on what was going on in Arkansas. There were 5 people that were unalived on a plane crash that took off from Little Rock, but the people that were unalived were specifically associated with a certain environmental consultancy firm. So she sent me the article ASAP, and now we're posting it. So that's why we're saying thank you. Put a yes or no in the comment section if you heard me. So that was Arkansas. Let me see if this shit happened. Because could you imagine that something actually came up? That would be that'd be crazy.
Somebody got paid off.
Okay, let's look at. Let's do plane crash. So I'm about to type in plane crash real quick and see how many planes went down worldwide. Let's see what's going on. All right, so that's Arkansas. Philippines. And Australia, 2 Australians are on this flight. Australia confirms death of its 2 citizens in plane crash in the Philippines over the weekend. I just found out on Thursday. That's wild. This article was posted 2 minutes ago. 2 minutes ago? Ooh, that's smooth. Talk about breaking news. Oh, I like being up at this time. I get to see this fresh. See what Iran doing. Because Iran don't be playing these days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Gotta get some crackers. What was the pilot stand? I don't know, fam. I'm currently breaking the news to you. What? Should I eat an apple? No. I have peanut butter and crackers.
Oh, shoot.
No, I gotta eat. Ah. Tennessee. What? Oh. It's not insomnia. Your spirits are trying to talk to you. Listen. Now we're gonna look up Australia. Why is being an empath challenging? I kind of love my job. Espionage. Australia thinks they're about to have an issue. Australia's scared. Yo, if I was Anthony Albanese, I'd be scared too. Because America be talking all that ling-ling. I'd be scared too. No cap. No cap. I'd be the first in the line of interest too. Oh, no. I'd quit my job. What? Yeah, we talked about Tennessee. Actually, we talked about a lot. We talked about the earthquakes outside of Russia. What? I don't want to play this game no more.
Tapped out?
Yeah, you had it. You did it right back. Return to sender. Have the U.S. weapons sent to Ukraine is war with Russia battlefield. Okay, well, that's not what we... I sent you no gifts. Actually. To the person who said, can you repost the live from this morning? Yeah, when I want to. Can you watch the 800 other posts and chill out with your news? Sound good? Sound good? All right, now. All right, just want to make sure. See what I can do, okay? Was that Lola? Lola, why the hell are you up? Why is my sister in the comments? And Maples, you know what? Why are you up? Maples, That's my question. Huh? Have a good night, Amy. Yeah, everybody who needs to go to bed, go ahead and go to sleep. I'll see you in the morning. But I took a couple naps today. I'm good. I gotta post the news for squad. When the fuck is the G20 taking place?
Another G20?
Wait a minute. I didn't know the G20 was taking place now. Why is he not at the G20? Yo, this president is a clown.
We know that. We know it.
Oh man, I ain't never been so embarrassed.
I can't stand up to poop.
I feel like Ukraine and Joe Biden are like Olivia Pope and Fitz from Scandal. Yeah, that's why you don't care about his wife. Let me stop. I kid. No. It's 1:11. I'm sorry. It was 1:11. It's 10:11. Where you at? You're speaking Cali. I've never been to Cali. It's on my bucket list. Okay, well, what are you doing? I need to post the rest of the news. It's like 5 articles. Well, let me save this real quick. Just in case it wants to delete. Ooh, today is 2/2/3? 2/3. Okay, so that's 4 articles. They're not gonna delete on May. So it says 12 here. Yeah, it's 112 here, boss. Let me look at the G7. If you need to go to bed, you better go to bed, okay? Everybody hear me? If you need to go to sleep, go to sleep. That's what he's doing in Kiev? Bro, they're conducting the G7 in Poland and Ukraine. I don't want to be here anymore. Like, I just want to go to a remote island at this point. I don't need to talk to nobody. But how do you do this? It's coming from Japan. No. Somebody said, when is it? Today. Somebody said the G Summit is in May. Do you like being wrong? You want me to show you how wrong you are right now? You ready? I just want you to hold tight. You holding tight? Mm. Here we go. Okay, my love, that says japantimes.co.jp, specifically from Japan. Kishida faces mounting pressure to visit Kiev as only G7 leaders yet to do so. Oh, wow, didn't know they were in Kiev. When was this posted? Oh, sugar nipple honey iced tea. It looks like that was posted yesterday. What were you saying? The G7 administration admit. What were you saying? I'm just trying to understand before you sit here and lie to the American people. What was you saying? Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. And don't come around talking about some, can you be nice about it? No. You were convicted on it, so here it is. So let's get that done. All right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Pick somebody else. Boop. Pick somebody else. Chile. Could you imagine? You're gonna sit here and lie to everybody and their mama. Get somebody else to do it. You don't like it. Good night. Good night, my loves. Good night. Love you. Japanese motor giants announce biggest pay raises. Oh, do you? 60 exchange students from Japan arrive in Minnesota just in time for winter storm. Why the hell are y'all in Minnesota? That's the most randomest place to go. What? A Japanese domestic flight turned into a 7-hour ordeal for more than 300 passengers after narrowly missing a curfew. Oh, yeah, no, okay. Okay, all right. Well, so up. Okay, so no more flying. No more flying. I'm taking a knee. No more flying. Japan plane detour. U-turn. No more flying. Get somebody else to do it. Japan plane goes on a 7-hour flight to nowhere after being forced to make a U-turn minutes before landing. Bleh, 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 bleh. Okay. I'm done. I'm done. There was 300 people on that flight. Nope. Nope. Absolutely not. Wow. No. What the fuck is this? I'm sorry. I really just don't understand. Nope. So we got Moshka coming here next week, and that's probably about to be about it. Yeah. Probably would drive that from now on. Yeah. Let's check this winter storm. This is crazy. Yeah, I guess there's about to be a nor'easter in the east currently right now in the northern east, obviously, and then y'all about to get smacked in Cali. Texas and the Midwest are about to get that Rocky Mountain situation. We rise at dawn. Gotta give good resources. Gotta keep them diverse. Let's see what's going on in Israel. Does Israel about to pop off? Israel is trying to pop off with people. They don't know how to sit down. Whoa. Israel attacks Gaza after rocket. What? Somebody fired a fucking rocket? Oh, they're about to go to Big Daddy war. Oh man, Israel about to be split into two. I ain't even gonna cap. Israel about to be split into two. This is crazy. Never in my lifetime did I think I would see this. Yeah, that little congregation they've been having since the 2020s. Yeah, they're about to split that bitch into two. So you guys can't talk to each other? That's their solution to everything. I swear that's their solution to everything. Somebody said they fire rockets all the time. No, they don't. Shalom. Stupid.
When you see Prince Charles leaves the Buckingham Palace, when you see
Now moving on.
Macron disappear.
Germany exposed 2 Iranian diplomats over death sentence. What? You can't be throwing people out like that. Actually, Germany can, but Germany didn't even act like that with the Holocaust. So why they acting thug life now? Okay, too much with the. People. It's like I love Germans. They're always straightforward and nice. I got my friend named Hannah. Yeah, she's fine. Still though, the hell? Please, cause what do you really think is happening? You know, Miss Vicky, I'll be honest. Preparation. You gotta have a story in order to sell it. Then if you sell it, then you have everybody on your side. It's the greatest marketing scheme of all time. It's all war is. It's a show. Ooh. Let's check what I ran into. Because that was the diplomats. What? Bruh. If Iran and Israel go to a situation, we're gonna be in trouble. We're gonna be in so much trouble. I'm just letting everybody and their mama know. Because that means that Israel gonna be fighting Palestine, and Israel also gonna be fighting Iran. And they might be even fighting Syria too, if he keep fucking around and find out. Because of everything they keep doing to get away with. Turkey sitting here siding with side. Turkey about to lose too. Let me see what's going on in Turkey. Hello. Turkey earthquake after second earthquake, dead count right. Oof. Yes, Turkey had a 6.3 magnitude earthquake yesterday, so Turkey's not being able to come up for air. Turkey's gonna need some aid. All right, now, not too much, not too much, not too much. Okay. I'm sorry, y'all. Sweden and Finland's NATO membership is a matter of time amid Turkey negotiations. Blinken went to Turkey. I wonder if he went to Turkey because, like, you know, because there was an earthquake in Taiwan too. So, but I wonder, you know, that's just convenient time. You know, supposed to be on a detour to Turkey. Gotta love the theatricals. This is better than direct democracy in Greece. I swear. Where are we running if it pops off in North Carolina? Babe, I don't know who we are, but I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. So are my people. So I don't know who's running. I don't know what that statement has to do. Well, hell no, I don't know what any of it is. Okay, let me see what's going on in Africa. 80 active militant groups in Nigeria. Could you imagine? Mm. All right. Well, I don't know what the date is, but you know what I do want to look up?
Come on. Well, I guess it's going to keep breaking. Oh.
You would know, buddy. You would know. I'm gonna push that one. Yeah, I'm gonna post that one. Because my dude would know. Sorry. But he's the one that visited everybody. Donald Trump paid a visit to Ohio. Actually, let me post that because that's important too. Donald Trump, Ohio. Bit.
At least I can hear it. It's not playing on my YouTube. At least I can hear it. To me, there's no place on the globe that is safe, so I don't know.
Hey, how the fuck did you know that? Okay. The fuck? Wow. You are correct. And it looks like, well, I'll be clear. Baby, they've been planning that since 2021. It looks like it got confirmed and done. 5,000 Marines? But bitch, that's an army. I swear to God. Not in a bad way, but 5,000 Marines is like, what? It's like
I wouldn't want to mess with 5,000
maybe
Marines.
200,000 front. What? Like, no, you don't understand. You really don't. Guam, where the army goes and sometimes gets stationed in the Air Force. Guam. The U.S. Marine Corps is opening a base in Guam. It's right outside of Japan, where those ICBMs are. You only send the Marine Corps in if you need to be nice and swift. But a base? Like what? Mm-hmm. 5,000 soldiers? No, I said 5,000 Marines is equivalent to 200,000 soldiers.
Yeah,
No. I said 5,000 Marines is equivalent to 200,000 soldiers. Please don't ever get it confused. Because it would take too many damn soldiers at the bottom to get that job done. So, yeah, no. They called the Marine Corps in, 3,000 of them, to train 30 countries. That's what you saw with the early NATO situation. They called 3,000 in, and you know damn well the Marine Corps ain't gonna take orders from nobody else that ain't our commander-in-chief. They called 3,000 in to train over 200,000 troops. Yeah. My guys and girls are headed in that direction are supposed to be on another level. I tell you that twice. Ooh. So, yeah. Wow, the housing market downturn yesterday wiped 2.3 trillion in value. Man. Gotta love being right, keeping your money tight. Ba 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 ba. Gotta be on the side of right. Yes, sir. Forbes posted this. I'm about to post a link. But save it. All right. Let's check. Save. Send. Oh. Gnarly barley. It's only 1:30 too. So that means whatever news started breaking at like 5 a.m. I'll post that next. But ooh, look, this is a pretty healthy news list. Let's look at it. Here. So when they wake up tomorrow, they'll wake up to all of this. But I might have to post more. So. Yep.
Has breath.
Really kind of groove. I usually do that at 5 a.m., but I felt compelled to do it now with the crazy stuff going on. But I'll probably add about 30 more links to that because there's going to be breaking news per country. So I'll be back tomorrow, probably around 8. I'll see you guys early in the morning, okay? You have insomnia, girl? No, I took 2 naps today. All right, I wish everybody a good night. See you in the morning.
We do not do wrong. We do things in love. We do things in kindness. We do things in compassion. My beef identifies as veggie, so I'm kidding. Do animals have souls? Animals don't have souls, but they have the breath of life. They don't have souls. They don't have consciousness as we do. We can question. We have a free will to choose.
Just showed interest, so I just kept after it. I'm in the
gun I want. I take gun.
Villain in that X-Men cartoon, picking up the pieces of Sinister. Massa, I'll serve you, Massa. You know?
Papa helping maybe.
Ones with the smell, you know.
That's gonna be all for tonight, guys. Hopefully I didn't kill my battery. Something happened. Y'all have a good one.